Welcome again, Game Yard family. So happy that you have joined us for another video. Hope you guys are doing well and you are, in high anticipation of the match that will hold off in a few hours from now. So, as you would have known, the T20 series would have been done and dusted, and West Indies would have lost that series 2-1 to Sri Lanka. Very disappointed about the result given the way that we would have started the series. But that's the game of cricket. We just have to live with the results. Now, the caravan head now to the Palakeli International Stadium, where Sri Lanka and West Indies will play another 3-match series, but this time it will be one-day international series, and that will bowl off, as I said before, in a few hours from now. So the purpose of this video basically is to just provide a little roundup of the T20 series, and I will be looking on the squad, the ODI squad that would have been published a few weeks ago by Cricket West Indies, and we will look on the pitch report as well coming out of the Palakeli International Stadium, and we will also provide what we would normally do, propose starting 11. So stay tuned, don't touch that dial, we will be right back. Now, as it relates to the T20s, the final match, West Indies, it was a very tough match because West Indies would have lost wickets at regular intervals. We did not, get off to a good start. We lose a lot of wickets, especially in the power play. So once you would have lost a certain amount of wickets in the power play, it's very difficult to get back in the game. But thanks to a very good partnership between Budakish Modi and the captain Rahman Powell, they would have made a 54-run partnership to get us to a respectable total of 162. So both of them came together at the wicket when West Indies was reeling at 62 for 5. So it was a very good partnership between the two. Kudos goes out to both of them. But as it relates to Sri Lanka's reply, they made very light work that total, to be honest, because one, our bowlers weren't bowling very well. Their line and lengths were not very good. We weren't disciplined in the field either in terms of backing up the bowlers, and so it was basically a tale of the two, Kusal Mendes and Kusal Pereira. Both of them would have taken Sri Lanka home with two overs to spare and with 9 wickets in the bag, right? So Kusal Mendes, man of the match, he was the man of the match, with an unbeaten 68. And Kusal Pereira would have, made 55, an unbeaten 55, right? So the man of the series was Pathum Nissanka, and it's, to be honest with you, Sri Lanka has been playing very good cricket since they would have gotten a new coach in Sanat Jariasura, and they have been playing some really good cricket since the last 3 months. So congratulations to the Sri Lankan team. They used their home advantage very well. So they would have come back good in the series. That showed really good character on their part. because they would have gone down 1-0 in the series, and they really played some good cricket to come back in the game in the second match and also to win the series. So as I said before, congratulations to the Sri Lankan team. Alright, let's turn our attention now to the ODI squad. ODI squad, to be honest with you, because these are the players that are available. Some of the experienced players, they would have said, that they are not available on the grounds of, personal issues. So I think this is the best squad that is available, and I really don't have any issue, other than there are 3, surprises for me in the squad, and I will be looking on those 3 players. Alright, so first, Matthew Ford. Matthew Ford, for me, I think he's more of a T20 player, in my estimation, my humble estimation. Matthew Ford, even though he would have played in the last ODI, which we would have lost 3-0 against Australia, I think his statistics, are more geared towards T20 cricket, But nonetheless, I do not really have any issues, with him in the team, in the squad, and well, I'm going to show you some stats on Matthew Ford, and I'm not sure his ODI stats are really good enough for him to be in the squad. But as I said before, these are the players that are available, so we just have to work with those persons who have made themselves available for West Indies cricket. Alright, so Matthew Ford, as you would have seen on the screen, he would have played 4 matches. He would have batted for 4 innings, total score of 39, with an average of 13, strike rate of 81.25. His highest score in ODI would have been 9. As it relates to Matthew Ford bowling in ODIs, he would have played 4 matches. As I said before, he would have bowled 138 balls. He would have conceded 138 runs. His average would have been 27.6. He would have taken 5 wickets, and his economy would be 6, and best bowling figure would be 3 for 29. As I said before, Matthew Ford for me is more, a T20 player than an ODI player, right? But as I said before, really happy that he would have made himself available, and so we, the Cricket West Indies would have selected him in the squad. But in my humble estimation, I think his T20 stats are more impressive. So Matthew Ford, as you know, he would have played in the last ODI series against the Australians, and his statistics were not very impressive. He would have, taken 2 wickets in that 3-match series, and he would have conceded 109 runs, and he would have made only 26 runs while batting. Not really impressive, but as I said, I can understand why Cricket West Indies would have included him, because he would have made himself available for West Indies cricket, and we really appreciate that of him. So let's move on to Joel Andrews. Joel Andrews is one of the young cricketer coming up, and I'm really happy for him, to be honest with you, very happy, and to know that Cricket West Indies is investing in our youngsters. He would have been given a contract a few days ago, and he has a lot of potential. I would have watched him in the under 19 World Cup, the recently concluded under 19 World Cup, and he was very impressive, right? So I'm really happy to see West Indies included him in the ODI squad, even though I think he should have been in the T20 squad as well, but he was not included. But I'm really happy to see him in the ODI squad. All right, so now I will be looking on Joel Andrews' statistics as it relates to the cricket that he would have played in his career so far. So, as it relates to the under 19 Cricket World Cup, he would have played 5 matches. He would have batted for 4 innings, right? He would have scored a total of 207 runs with an average of 69, with a strike rate of 109.52. He would have made 150 and 100, and his highest score in that tournament was 130. He would have taken 5 catches as well as one stumping, because as you would have known, he's also a wicket keeper. One of the things I'm really happy about is that if Joel Andrews perform at the ODI level, then there's a possibility that he might get into the test squad, which I really would want to see him in the test arena as well, because as I said, he has very good potential. As you would have seen, he has the knock for batting long, so he can concentrate for a long period. And I really would like to see him, in the all 3 formats for West Indies. He has very good potential. Andrews would have played also 3 List A matches against the emerging Ireland team. In that tournament, he would have scored a total of 165 with an average of 55 runs, and his strike rate would have been 88.2. His strike rate would have been 88.2. He would have scored 100 in that tournament, and his highest score would have been 143, and he would have taken 1 catch. With that 143, Joel Andrews would have proven that he is able to concentrate for a long period and also score big totals. So really happy again for the youngster, and hope he will get a chance even in this series to showcase his talent, to the wider cricketing world. All right, so Joel Andrews also would have taken part in the West Indies Championship. He would have played 8 matches, scoring a total of 396 runs, with an average of 30.46. His strike rate was 68.27. Right? He did not score any 100, but he would have scored 350, and he would have taken 5 catches. All right. In the recently concluded CPL, Joel Andrews would have, batted for 6 innings. He would have played 7 games. He would have scored 128 runs with an average of 25.6. His strike rate would have been 111.3, and he would have scored, 150, and his highest score in the CPL would have been 150. He would have taken 1 catch. His stats in the CPL, even though it is, first CPL, the numbers are not so good, but I know he will get better from here. And I'm really glad to know that they would have, given him a chance to play in the CPL this year. And there are a lot of other young talent. I hope that Cricket West Indies will look into, getting those players in the lineup as well. Really glad to know that Joel Andrews would have been given a chance in this ODI squad. So the other players in the squad, I don't have any issues with them. They were expected to be in the squad, but as I said before, I'm really happy for Joel Andrew, and a guy with a lot of potential, and I just hope that he will, be given a chance to express himself on the global, cricketing stage. Now let's move on to the pitch report. The Palekele Stadium. The pitch basically, it is a pitch that offers, it offers for batting, and it also offers for bowling, right? Once you apply yourself well on that pitch, you will be able to get runs. If I can remember, Pathum Nisanka would have scored a double century on that pitch. So it is a pitch, if you apply yourself well, you can score runs. And as you know, in the subcontinent, right, this pitch, they offer a lot to spinners as well. And based on the pitch report, the pitch, it offers for seam bowling, and it offers for spinners. 59% of the wicket taken on this pitch would go to seam bowlers, right? And the other 41% would go to spinners. So as I said, it offers a balance for both spinners and and um, and pace bowlers or seam bowlers, right? So as I said before, once the players they apply themselves, they will be able to get runs. I'm really, really, nervous about West Indies, because I know it has been proven that they are not good players of spin bowling, especially when the spinners are gripping, or the pitch is gripping. They tend to do not play well. So I just hope that they will apply themselves. I know Shea Hope, is our best batsman. I know he can play spin well, and I just hope that they will just apply themselves and be able to win this ODI series. So with this pitch, I expect that the person win the toss. They will bowl first. And what I have found also with this pitch, the ball tend to move around when it's under light. So that is something that West Indies team need to take into consideration as well, going into this first ODI at this stadium. So having looked at the pitch report, I'm going to propose, my starting 11. This 11 is not what Cricket West Indies will have published. That will be published shortly before the match commence. I'm just selecting an 11 based on the squad that Cricket West Indies would have published, right? I've seen where they would have, tried Utley, and they would have tried Athanaze at the top of the order. But in the squad, there are two opening batsmen. So I will go with those two in Evan Lewis and Brandon King at the top of the order, right? Those are specialist openers, so I will go along with them. At number 3, I will play Casey Carty. He has very good temperament. He has a very good defense, and he has, and even in recent times you see that where he can even hit the ball very well, right? We would have seen him in the CPL, playing some really big shots, and he has a very good technique. So, and he has very good temperament. So I will go with Casey Carty. He's now our test number 3 as well, right? And number 4, I will go with our best batter in my estimation, Shea Hope. That's no surprise. Number 5 would be Alec Athanaze, and number 6 would be Ruston Chase. Ruston Chase is more versatile. He can bat different areas in the batting lineup, right? And he can offer his spin bowling as well, right? At number 7, number 7 is a bit tricky, but I will go with Sherfield Rutherford. Very good batsman, and he also can bowl as well. So my number 8 would be Buddha Kishmoti. My number 9 would be Alzari Joseph. My number 10 would be Shamar Joseph. And my number 11 would be Jaden Seals. So, as I said before, that's the best team based on the squad that was, published by Cricket West Indies. Let me know your thoughts as it relates to the team that I have selected. If you have, otherwise, if you think otherwise, you can share your comment in the comment section. This is where I'm going to leave you for today. Please like, share, and subscribe, and also comment, on the video. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.